What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Mad Creation. I'm your host, Mad Max, and today we have a very special build. This one is for DAV, or Disabled American Veterans. We have a veteran who served in Iraq and was blown up by an IED, and I get the honor to build him a PC, so I'm so flippin' pumped for this. I don't even want to keep talking. I just want to build this flippin' thing. So again, the name's Mad Max, and I do hope you enjoy the show. All right, guys, so to start this off, I'm going to go ahead and go over the parts that I'm going to use. We've got ourselves an Intel Ultra i7, a TForce G50 2TB SSD. We have some Corsair DDR5 Vengeance Ram. We've got ourselves an RX 9070 16GB card by ASRock Challenger. We've got an ASRock Riptide Z890 motherboard, an MSI Coreliquid AIO. And to house this, we have ourselves a Lian Li Lan Cool 216 PC case. Now that's enough flipping talk. Let's go ahead and build this PC. All right, guys, so look, first things first, we're gonna do a little bit of case prep, go ahead and get in our PSU. That way, whenever we're ready to install in our motherboard, everything is ready to freaking go. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. First things first, I know we need to go ahead and pull the top off, give ourselves a little bit of breathing room here. Super easy to take apart. So one thing I like about this case, guys, is your IO board, or basically all your inputs and outputs. They're up top. You can actually move these down right here, which is pretty freaking cool. Now, I'm not gonna move it in today's build. I'm gonna leave it exactly where it is if Jason wants to repurpose it, because I don't know exactly how he's gonna have his setup. So we're just gonna kind of leave everything as is. We got our power supply. We need to go through and pull out our cables. Got some extra zip ties here. Man, check this out, dude. Corsair gave me some stuff. That means I don't have to use my own. So guys, again, with these modular PSUs, they're really nice because you don't have a crap ton of wires all over the place. So basically, we've got our power supply, we've got our motherboard supply, our CPU supply, and then here is our power for the GPU. Hopefully, we'll see once we open it up. I actually haven't looked into it to see exactly which cable we need, but we'll figure it out here in a minute. Now I know why they give zip ties. This kind of looks like that thing off the Matrix, the squid things. Just a couple wires when you could have had hundreds. Nice and freaking easy. This thing's actually got little stands for, this thing's actually got little rubber stands for your PSU, so it kind of keeps everything, it's a very airflow friendly case. Also, I didn't actually show you guys the back. I mean, if you notice, it's already got some pretty nice cable management options, if you can even see that kind of stuff. I really just want, so what I do, guys, is I take 2 screws and I keep them nice and loose. That way, if I need to wiggle it around just a little bit, it doesn't actually get in my way. Well, that's it, guys. The case is pretty much prepped. All we've got to do is put in the PSU, and that way when we get ready to install the motherboard, it's ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this thing out of the way. Next step is our motherboard. Well, here we go. The Phantom Gaming Z890 Riptide ASRock motherboard. Oh, look at that. We got our little Wi-Fi kit. Open this thing up. Take a look at all that. Got a nice, sweet little sticker. I freaking love stickers. It's not like I get them or anything. My daughter steals them. Look at this. This thing is freaking pretty. You know what may happen? I'm sorry, Jason. I think I'm just going to give you my PC and I'm going to take this one. So guys, the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and install both the CPU, the RAM, and the SSD. I think we're going to go ahead and start with the SSD. It's got this nice little blazing M2, like a heatsink attached to it. And all you have to do, guys, is there's really nothing in the instructions on this, but what you do is it's almost magnetic. So you push the screw and then boop, it pops up just like that and kind of gets out of the way. Kind of neat. And then inside of it, you've got these 2 little liners that you've got to remove as well. Open all of this up and to remove that little sticker. Not all motherboards have that feature. Go ahead and remove this one too. Again, what that does, it just kind of helps with the heat. Nice little tab there. And make sure I'm doing this right. There we go. Done. Next up is our Ultra 7 from Intel. Not gonna lie, this is actually my first time building with one of their new generation models. There's not much of a difference between these Ultras and the just the older ones, like there's really not much performance difference other than if you just want to stay upgraded. You know, this is now the new socket, which is the LGA 1851 socket versus the old crap. Now, I don't even know what it is, 1700? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Now guys, if you've never built a PC before, you will notice that there is a nice plastic cover on here, which it will pop off whenever you put the CPU in. So I would leave that where it is. But I know you probably can't see it right here. I can kind of show you and point it out to you, maybe zoom in a minute. There's a nice little arrow right here. What that arrow does is help you orientate your actual CPU for the install, because believe it or not, you can put this thing in wrong, and that would be a bad day. So there's a little arrow right here. You just got to line those up. Drops in nice and easy. You set it down, close it, and it actually pops that plastic piece off just like that. Nothing to be worried about. Boom, and you are freaking done. Your CPU is installed. Now, before we do our RAM, there was a quick install guide to this motherboard, and it does not include the RAM locations. Now, like a lot of motherboards that are on the market, you've got A1, A1, A2, B1, B2, and most of the time when you're dealing with 2 RAM sticks, you're gonna go A2 and B2. Don't ask me why that is. I didn't invent the dang thing. It's also really hard to mess this up too. Go ahead and keep those closed. As what you can do is you can take them and you can just line them up, and before you drop them in, you'll see real fast it's kind of impossible to put them in the wrong way. Though I guess you could always make that mistake. Now all you gotta do, push them in, listen, nice and easy, listen for the clicks. Just like that, it's installed. Boom. Our SSD, our CPU, and our RAM is now installed. That literally took less than 2 minutes. But because we are gonna use an AIO or a liquid cooler, we're not gonna use one of those tower coolers. I'm gonna go ahead and install this into our case, and that way we can go ahead and start putting together the PC as a whole. Unfortunately, guys, you don't get to see my big, beautiful face right now, but that means we're gonna go ahead and try to install our motherboard here. We're just gonna set it down nice and easy. Already have their pre-built holes, so you don't really have to worry about anything. You can literally just line them up and we are ready to go. So I think we are good. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the screws that we need for this. All right, guys, so we did just flip the case. We're gonna go ahead and install our AIO. And now that I'm looking at it, guys, again, I'm just reminded, you know, just slow down. Don't ever try to rush this. Just slow down, take your time. I wanna go ahead and plug in the power to our motherboard again before I kind of lose the ability to kind of maneuver my hands around in here. So I'm gonna flip the case back over and I'm gonna pull some wires through here, guys. Big 16 pin, make it nice and pretty. There we go. There are 2 CPU pins. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and get this bad boy installed. You can always think of a PC case, you know, a PC build, kind of like Bob Ross. You know, just take it easy, man. Have fun doing it. No reason to freak out. And then some of you guys are like, we've seen your live shows. We know how you really are. Now, MSI does come with some thermal paste, which is nice. Usually it's just gonna be a single use. So what I'm gonna do, guys, because it's an Intel CPU, I've done a couple different, I've done the crazy dots, I've done the X. What I've noticed is with Intel is more of a rectangular CPU. So what I like to do is I just do a single line all the way across it. Whereas with like an AMD CPU, you could really just get away with doing a nice little pea-sized dot, and it does what it needs to do. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and goob that on. With this stuff, guys, don't ever be afraid to kind of over apply it. Now, like, don't get crazy with it. Don't get like a 3-use tube and put all of it on there. But don't be afraid to go a little more than you need to. That's always okay. It's never a good thing to go less than what you need, if that makes sense. Now, this should go on nice and easy. And the keyword there is should. And kind of like your tires, whenever you're messing with when you're installing a tire, you kind of want to get them started, but you don't really want to tighten anything down until you got that pattern ready to go. should be good. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of tighten down a little bit here, a little bit there. Our AIO is pretty much installed. All we got left are the wires, which for management purposes, we're gonna stick them through the back of the case and kind of route them back up. Same way for these. And they actually, I don't know if you can actually see it, I think everything kind of got in the way. Everything we need on this particular motherboard is right here. We have 2 fan and 2 LED ports, which again, I think I'm gonna daisy chain the LEDs, but both power are gonna go in right here. It's gonna be freaking nice. I'm gonna flip it back over and kind of pull some of these nice and tight. All right, real quick guys, again, why I like this case so much. If you look right here, there's actually these sweet little clips. So everything just stays so nice and pretty. The only thing you typically get a rat nest from are going to be your fans and your LED wires, which I will come back later. There's so many little areas that we could just cinch these things down and make them nice and neat. One nice thing too is our wires will be separated in a way that if something does go wrong, they'll be able to get to them right away. So what we got to do now is we're going to go ahead and pull this apart. Oh, the joys. Now, do you have to buy a really nice case to do all this? No, you really don't. You really don't at all. But it does make things nice. Our front panel should plug in right there. Our fans will plug in right there. And guys, audio is right here in this bottom corner. And everything is orientated nice and neat for you. So there we go. Front panel's installed, audio's installed. Now we have is to install our USB, which I'll show you that. Install you right here. Install our USB-C. There we go. Flip this bad boy back around, show you guys what I'm doing. So basically I'm gonna move these water cables again out of the way, and how these are kind of stuck out, I just wanna lightly pull them through and kind of make everything just look nice and tight. Sorry guys, I've been watching like a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so I'm gonna be using a lot of those quotes. Everything's nice and pretty down below. What a pretty little case. All we have left to do now is install the GPU. So we take this beautiful ASRock Challenger 9070, and we're just I'm gonna set it down before I actually take anything off. I just wanna make sure, okay, this is what I need to line up. So you have all of these different brackets here for expansions. So I only wanna take the right ones off, which looks like it's just gonna be these 2 right here. We're gonna go ahead and pop these off, take off the guard, make sure it's open. So it looks like, yep, there we go. And you'll hear a nice little click. Same way, just kind of with the RAM, just go easy. And you hear the click, that's it. Just like that. There we go. Just like that. All right guys, so one thing I just want to show you before we turn this thing on is what I'm not going to do is cable management during this video. Again, I just want to kind of show you how I approach it. Not everybody loves it. Take a couple hours if you do it the proper way. Some people just don't care as much. My biggest thing is, can you see the wires from the back? This is one of those cases that doesn't have a lot of space for you to see things. Again, it has these beautiful little rubber grommets that kind of help. Once you get the wires in, it kind of does exactly what you want it to do. What I may do is kind of just expand some things a little bit. I am going to do a little bit of cable management in the sense of just trying to keep these fan wires together, just that way if something goes wrong with the fans on the AIO or the exhaust fan, that they can get to them fairly easy. But guys, I mean again, everything's routed here, everything's going to get nice and compressed right here. This is a beautiful little case. You don't have to spend a lot of time doing cable management. Well guys, we got our little testing bench set up here. So again, nothing too fancy, just got a monitor. We're going to turn this thing on for the first time and hope to God it turns on. Let's see what happens with our screen here. This thing should boot up directly into our BIOS. So looking at this, turn it a little bit more so I can actually see it myself. I'll make sure everything is there. We see the CPU Ultra 7 265K. Processor speed currently right now is 5200 megahertz, 32 gigabytes of RAM. We do see our RAM, our front fans and our rear fan. Our AIO pump is working just fine. There is our SSD. And again, guys, That's exactly what we wanted to see. We wanted to see us boot right into the BIOS. That means everything is working the way it's supposed to. Looks like we had a successful build, guys. And if you do want to see more like that, if you want to see an extended version where I get into Windows and I do all the updates, you know what to do. Smash the like button, leave me a comment. Just let me know those things. Let me know what you would build and why you would build it. But again, thank you so much for being with me today. I appreciate each and every one of you. We can only do things like this because of people like you. So again, if you want to get involved in this, whether it's a small donation, an actual PC part, or you want to fully fund a build, there is a link in the description below for the GoFundMe account. My email is always there. Just reach out to me. Guys, gals, again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your love and your support. But it's time to stay frosty, stay mad, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So one thing I like about this case, guys, is your IO board, or basically all your inputs and outputs. They're up top. You can actually move these down right here, which is pretty freaking cool. Now, I'm not going to move it in today's build. I'm going to leave it exactly where it is if Jason wants to repurpose it, because I don't know exactly how he's going to have it set up. So